Hello, today I will be talking about movie review number 923. This is Arrival. Arrival is a 2016 movie directed by Denis Villeneuve, which is spelled Denis Villeneuve, who also directed films like Sicario, Prisoners, Blade Runner 2049, Dune 1, and the recent movie Dune Part 2. Arrival has Paramount Pictures, Filmnation Entertainment, Waffle Bale Films, and 21 Raps Entertainment, and I saw this movie on February 18th, 2024 at Esquire Theatre in Clifton, Ohio. But I originally saw this movie when it first came out in 2016 at the Milford Movie Theatre. So I enjoyed this movie both times, and it definitely is a movie about humans communicating with aliens from outer space. So when Grizz's professor Lewis Banks, played by Amy Adams, leads an elite team of investigators when gigantic spaceships touch down in 12 locations around the world. And so these spaceships are kind of like oval shape, sort of, and they touch base onto 12 locations around the world. And Lewis Banks is asked by the military to help communicate with the aliens to learn their language, as linguistics, as you probably might know, is the study of languages. As nations teeter on the verge of global war, Banks and her crew must race against time to find a way to communicate with the extraterrestrial visitors. Hoping to unravel the mystery, she takes a chance that could threaten her life and quite possibly all of mankind. Ooh. So, this movie, which I believe is based on the book called Story of Your Life by Ted Chiang, Chang, follows Louis Banks, who is a linguistics professor. Her life gets turned around when there have been broadcasts of 12 spaceships, alien spaceships on that touch base on Earth through various locations around the world. Um, and she gets asked by Colonel G.T. Weber, played by Forrest Whitaker in the film, to help the military figure out what the aliens are doing, what do they want, what is their purpose here, and other communications. And so she is assigned to this case along with Ian Donnelly, played by Jeremy Renner in the film, as they hope to try to figure out what the aliens want. And then when Lewis Banks and Ian Donnelly and the military finally get in contact with the aliens, right, they actually go into one of the spaceships, which is definitely interesting because part of it they use like one of those crane operators or machines that goes up, and then all of a sudden, when they get to a certain point, they walk on the spaceship. That was definitely interesting. And then they meet the aliens. They do not have really a face. They they pretty much have arms, legs, um, and Lewis Baines might be able to figure out how to communicate with the aliens. Because the other locations around the world aren't sure if the aliens are a threat. And some of them are calling for the aliens to go back to wherever they came from, or there could be a global war. And Lewis is trying to figure out whether the aliens are actual threats. But when she realizes what the aliens' intentions are, she must try to figure out how to help the aliens, but also save mankind before any nation strikes. Because if a nation strikes against the aliens, bad things could happen. I thought this was pretty good. And it's a science fiction film. Um, and it's another movie that involves humans and aliens. But at least this movie, I wouldn't say they were looting the devil, but I wouldn't say they were enemies either. The humans aren't sure of whether the aliens are a threat or not, but Lewis may believe that they aren't. Question is, will she be able to communicate with the aliens and what may happen in the future? Now, I will say that the movie also has some flashbacks on Lewis's personal life, and it was very interesting how the movie ended because you may think, oh, okay, so this may have happened. But let's just say the ending is definitely shocking and interesting. I don't want to spoil it. But let's just say it's not what you might expect. But yeah, before Blade Runner 2049, before Dune 1 and 2, Denis Villeneuve directed Arrival. And this was one of the best movies the critics and audiences say that was released in 2016. And I thought it was a pretty good movie. I definitely recommend it. So that's my movie review of Arrival. Please enjoy my next movie review. Alright, goodbye.